Hello, happy Thursday, and welcome to our weekly energy Divine Flow session. And I'll also be talking about how to raise your vibration. I know that's a hot topic, and I love to talk about it. So we'll start with that. Um, First, I'll just say, like I always do, so this is live on the Call to Awakening YouTube page, as well as the Call to Awakening Facebook page, as well as my YouTube channel. So if you're on one, then go to the other one and subscribe or join, okay? Because we do good stuff here. And I'm hoping that my cat lets me, just have an easy time tonight. Oh, hell no. Okay, so we're going to forget about her for a little while. She's just doing her thing. She tests me every single time I go live, every single time. So we're going to talk about frequency. All right. Bottom line is this. The bottom line is this. Our vibrational frequency, we were born with a high frequency. You ever see babies that are just, I might have to kick her out my room, but I'm gonna give her a few more minutes. So children have these high frequencies. They're all over the place. They're super happy if you allow them to be. They're high on life. They just want to see things, and they just want to experience things, and they don't really, get attached to much, and they just want to live in the moment. Well, what happens? So really, it's like, what's bringing our frequency down is the real question. But I'll do both. We'll talk about both. So what happens is we start to identify and label ourselves as whatever, this and that. And then we start having to, go on to school, and then we start, maybe somebody picks on us, or, and then we start with the self-esteem issues and all this stuff. So all of it is just mind-made issues that we deal with throughout life, and then it just kind of escalates and escalates and escalates, right? She's so freaking crazy. Girl. Okay, so there are many different ways that you can raise your frequency. And I'm going to say these things, but to be honest with you, really it's just your perspective on life. Okay, so we're going to talk about these few things. So affirmations are wonderful. They really can make a huge difference. I wrote some things down, so I'll be kind of looking at things. Journaling, affirmations, gratitude lists, appreciation lists, going outside or inside. But for me, when I first started kind of working with my frequency, going outside and just appreciating every blade of grass, every little tiny flower, every tree, every leaf, every just everything. If it rained, I would appreciate the rain. If the sun, I would appreciate the sun. Just appreciating nature. Nature for me, and typically for a lot of people, it's a huge frequency lifter. So, or you could appreciate your health. You could appreciate all the things that you have that a lot of people do not have. Some people don't even have arms and legs. Some people have all these diseases and things like that. They're in pain all the time. We forget how lucky we are, and how blessed we are, and that is a huge part of it. Not remembering, but acknowledging that we are freaking blessed. And there's just so much to be grateful for. The roof over our head, from the little things to the big things, just basics. Some people don't even have water or food. That's just basics. Or a roof over their head, even. You know, so remembering all these things. Sometimes it takes like literally sitting down and being in a still spot and writing. So journaling, appreciation list, journaling, gratitude list, all of those things are wonderful for raising your frequency. Journaling, writing down affirmations and saying them all day long. Like that's how I started. That's how I really started out in the whole vibration learning game, right? Exercise. Exercise is great for your vibration. All right, but all of those things are doing things, right? So the bottom line is your perspective. So all of those things you may be able to get some, you know, your frequency may raise with as you're doing it, maybe for a while longer, and then all of a sudden you start thinking about whatever, and it's, you know, and you start, or somebody makes you mad on the highway, or you know, whatever it is. So the best way that I've found to do this is by getting this different perspective on life. Know that this life is a speck in the grand. So I'm going to just read you some of the things that I wrote. So realize, really, it's all about your perspective on life. Know that this life is a speck in the grand scheme of things. You are eternal. You do not die. You never cease to exist. And all of this is just a game. It's your karma. It's your dharma. It's just what we're doing right now. And it's not that serious. And it may feel serious, but once you realize, you know, once you really sit back and you realize, and you detach from the process of having to do all the things in this life correctly and perfectly. Some people have to be perfect and having to control everything. And once you let go of all of that nonsense, because it is nonsense, once you let go of all that nonsense, your vibration raises no matter what you do after that. it just you lighten up, you lighten up. It's funny how, the phrase lighten up, it's raise your frequency. Yeah, it just lightens you. Do things that lighten you. And this perspective on life, it lightens your load. It lightens everything. Everything is just like, yeah, it's not that serious. It's just not. Um, yeah. So, and we are here to experience all aspects of life, good and bad. We are literally here on this planet for the sole purpose of experiencing all the good and all the bad. Bad, good. None of it's bad or good. It just is, right? But you're here to experience life, and you're here to grow through this earth school, this earth plane, and you're in all the little things. And if you look at it like that, then everything that comes up, you just go, oh, okay, that's my curriculum. All right, there's my karma. Oh, okay, I see that. I got this. I got this. It's just it lightens everything up. So we're here to experience everything. We're here to experience all of the emotions on the human emotional plane, all consciousnesses, lower and higher. We're here to experience all of it. We get to do this. This is a good thing, this life. This is, some people think life sucks and then you die, right? Life's a bitch and then you forgot how that one goes, but um and it's not. We came here to do this, to do all of this, and all of this is divine, and all of this is perfect and balanced and beautiful. So let's see. Learn to dance with it. Learn to dance with all of it. That's where flow comes from. Learn to dance with the flow of life, the good through the bad, through the good through the bad, and everything in between. Um, so what lowers our frequency is so many different things. Attachments. Attachments to outcomes. You can want things. You can want something and you can set out to go get it, intend for it to happen, command it into your reality. You can do that, but then you have to detach from it because it's not up to you. It's really not up to you how things happen in life. You can have that intention and have that, if you want to say goal. I don't really like a goal because of whatever, but have that intention, but be okay no matter what, right? That is how you raise your frequency. If something has to be a certain way, you are going to be in a low frequency. If something has to be like this, if this person, damn it, this person did this, and so what? That's that person. That's their karma. That's their play. That's their trip. Like Ram Dass says, that's their trip. It's not yours, right? Attachments, wanting and needing, is something that brings your vibration down. And like I said, wanting is okay, but you have to want it with a detached mindset. I want this. I mean, I want all kinds of things, but I'm not like attached to getting it or at a certain time or whatever. I just know it's going to come when it comes because the universe takes care of me. I'm open. I'm ready. I'm plugged in and connected. And I know that everything is going to happen in divine timing. That is how we raise our frequency. When you trust, it's that faith, it's that trust in the universe, trust in the grand scheme of things. Because what we see here is so little, and none of it even matters. It's just what we're doing. It's just what we're doing. Okay. Another thing is emotions. So I'm pretty sure. I feel like, unless it's like a deja vu, I feel like we talked about this a few weeks ago, or maybe a little something about it. Emotions. Emotions is your frequency. Your emotions is your frequency. That's your energy, right? And that was when we were talking about shadow work that I talked about this. You must be okay with every emotion that pops up into your body. You must be okay with it, and you must welcome it, and you must accept it, and you must love it. No matter what it is, I love you. Thank you for being here. Look at that. Oh, I got angry. When I get mad, like when I'm working, sometimes I'll just get so frustrated, and then I'll have to catch myself and go, there it is. There's that frustration thing. That's all right. It ain't me. It's not what I am. It's just an energy. It's just something that humans have and that humans go through, and it's okay. So you just love it, acknowledge it, love it, and just allow it to be if it needs to be for a while. So what? Sit in it. Be okay with it. Okay? So I even think, when it comes to detachment, it's like, for me, I even have to detach from my children, from the people that I love. I love them. I love them, but I detach myself from how they act, what their life's purposes are going to be, if they go to school or not, if they have a good job or not. I completely don't care. And when I say I don't care, I'm not attached to them like having to be this molded, perfect little human. No, because molded, perfect little human is who they already are. They're already molded, perfect little humans. So you just allow them to be like they are. You teach them. You try to influence them, they're already just perfect. Just because you may have a different, not a misconception, but a different concept of what you would like them to be, doesn't mean that that's what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be exactly what they are. Hold on one second. Okay, so, and the biggest thing is becoming present. The biggest downer, the biggest thing that will lower our frequency is worrying about the past, worrying about the future, not being present in this moment right here. That is huge because time does not exist. This is real. It's like literally like science has proven this shit now. Time does not exist. This is just, we are living in this moment and everything else is in this moment as well. So all we have literally is this moment and this moment and this moment. Do you understand? So it is useless. It is useless to worry about anything from the past and to worry about anything from the future. Not saying don't have dreams, aspirations, goals, and all those things, but live in this moment like it's your only moment. So live open-heartedly, you know what I'm saying? Live happily, open-heartedly. When you're in this moment, there is no anxiety. Even if you're in a negative situation, there's no anxiety right now in this moment. And in this moment, you have the power to do a lot of things. We talked about parallel realities and all that, I think last week or the week before. But in this moment is when your power comes in. Is when you can decide which one of these me's do I really want to be. Okay, so in this moment, all of your higher selves and lower aspects of yourself all exist right now. So which one do you want to be? You choose it and you be it. And as long as you do your best every day and be your best every day and live in that high consciousness, really high frequency is like it's just a consciousness. When you live like this, you're living quantum. When you're living in the now moment, you're living in that quantum reality where there's infinite possibilities, right? So it's exciting as well. Yeah, when we choose our frequency in this moment. I love talking about this. So, okay, I'm going to answer this question. Having a hard time to maintain positive energy since emergency open heart surgery to remove a tumor and complete thyroid removal, plus many strokes and massive brain bleed. Working on healing from the inside out, detaching from lots such as children, now all ghosting me, financial and legal. Oh, okay. So right now, the bottom line is you have to accept what has happened. You know, you have to accept, yes, I may be sick right now, or I may have been sick, and all of these things may have happened to me. But I'm going to live in my suggestion to you is to live in this moment. In this moment, you won't have all those thoughts and worries about financial. Listen, whatever it is, it is. So if there is financial issues, if there's issues with your relationships with your family and all that, none of that can really be fixed right this second in this moment. So what you can do is sit there, sit with it, sit with all the emotions, all the hurt, cry, and start to just soothe yourself. You know, start to meditate if you haven't. All of those things that it's beautiful that you said detaching from lots, from all these things. Beautiful. Yeah. So I would really start to work in the quantum field. If I was you, if I was sick or had these things that happened that were like super intense illnesses, I would meditate and be as present as possible and think of myself as healed all the time. As often, if you're in pain, it might be hard to think of yourself as healed, but if there's some way to control the pain, if there's some pain there, then I would get up out of bed and I would just walk around like nothing is wrong with my body. I would just, and this is just this is just how the quantum field works. You can, once you're in that field of possibilities, you can basically, you will choose and attract whatever it is that you think you are, right? So if you think you're sick, sick is gonna come and gonna continue to come. If you think you are well, well is gonna come. Completely detaching from the things that you cannot control. That makes me sad. I'm so sorry. I send you so much love and honor you. But sit there with those emotions sometimes and allow them to be. They're not bad. They're not wrong. They just are what they are. And with the sicknesses, get up and start doing rituals. Start doing bathing rituals and pampering rituals. Start telling your body, I love you. Man, thank you. Thank you for this body. Thank you for these arms. Thank you for the skin. Thank you for these eyes. Thank you, I can see. Thank you for my lungs. Every piece of you that is healthy, think it. Think all the organs that are healthy, and your mind isn't good. It's just going to start thinking you're healthy. Thank you, heart. Thank you, liver. Thank you, this. Thank you, legs. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And really mean it. Think all the pieces that are right now. And the other pieces will get in line with that. I'm telling you. That's a heavy one. Struggle staying in the moment, as for example, I have to move again. So that worked. I have to move again. So that worked or did in the past to move, and that managed it. And then in the future, what need to do? Goal setting. Intention setting, Yeah, make time for you every single day for, I would say an hour, but if you don't have an hour, if you have an hour, do an hour, 30 minutes at a time or whatever, but as many times throughout the day that you can, stop what you're doing, stop and just sit. And just sit and just listen to your thoughts, allow them to be, tune into your emotions, tune into your energy field, tune into your body, and just give it love and gratitude. And just remember that you're not your thoughts, that you are so much more vast than your thoughts. Your thoughts and beliefs control what happens to your body. Your frequency controls what happens to your body. Of course, karma plays a role in it too. So I can't really say that, but for the most part. Okay. Yeah, so I would definitely sit down and maybe journal. What do you want? How do you want to feel? And journal, of course, as it is happening now. Journal in the aspect as it's happening, or maybe it's already happened. I learned this cool way of journaling and way of doing this from, I think it's Kyle Cease. I don't know if you know him, but he is amazing. He's on YouTube. He's all over the place. Kyle Cease, Cease, I think. But he does this thing, and I forgot what he calls it, but it's where he teaches this, where you journal as if it's not just in the past tense, or not in the present tense, but in the past tense. Like it's already done. Like I love the way I feel. I feel so great. I'm so glad that all of these things healed. All of the issues are gone. The children are back in my life. It just makes me, overwhelms me with joy to be able to see them, and this and that, and just kind of keep going with. You can do it like that, where everything has already happened, and you're kind of like on the next phase of whatever it is that you want next, like the vision beyond the vision type of thing. Or you can just journal as everything is happening now, in the present tense. So I hope that everybody got this. It's pretty simple. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's not easy at first to start these practices, but it doesn't take long until it becomes part of you. And I'm serious. It doesn't take long, maybe a year or two, where you just, I mean, where you just know that you're everything, and everything is you, and you're just the universe, and there is no bad and good, and and you can come out of your body and see the whole world, and see everything from wherever above everything, and you can see how everything is just perfect, and it really doesn't matter what you even do. It's just perfect. Should I get this job? Should I get that? Should I do this? It doesn't matter. None of it matters. All of it's all just like a big play. It's all a big play, and it goes away like this. Remember that everything's timeless. Everything is timeless, for real. Not in this 3D reality, but ultimately everything really is timeless. And this is just, and if it's eternal, then this little 100 years or 80 years or whatever that we live right here is just a play. It's just a play. It's just like a game. It's just your karma, and you're doing your dharma, and you're just doing it. Here you are. Oh, anger, there you are. It's okay. Yeah, that's it. So, so we will start with the energy work tonight. This will be a little bit different than normal, only because I'm working on. I'm glad you're here, Lorraine. I'm so glad you're here, because tonight I'm really kind of working on more healing, than than sending just tons of energy. And I will still be sending energy, but I will more be working with the energies that I feel in through all of you. And I may just be still for a while. I may just sit with the different energies and transmute them like that. You never know really what it'll look like. I don't know. But when I feel it, I'll know what to do with it. I'll know what to do with it when it comes up. So I honor all of you. I honor you, Lorraine, for for commenting and just being strong, and so going through all of these things that are just so heartbreaking, and not giving up. Don't give up. It's not worth it. Don't give up. I feel you. Okay. So, I am going to turn on a little bit of alpha brainwaves to just to kind of get everybody like in the present moment. If you can, just sit back or lay down. If you watch this later, the energy will still get to you. Energy does not abide by time and space rules. So it's all good, no matter when you watch. Okay, so if you could just lay back or sit back. Just take a few deep breaths and sigh them out. Release all the breath. If you need to move a little bit, move your spine a little bit, get that energy moving a little bit. Try to just clear your mind. I will help with that in a moment as well. But let me put on these frequencies. I hope that's not too loud. Fine. Sage. Just clearing the energy. Just cleansing. I shall clear mine as well. Now you can slowly bring yourself back into this present moment. Drink some water. You can open your eyes whenever you're ready. Take some deep breaths. Let it out with a sigh. That feels good. Are there any questions about anything? I focused on healing tonight. I focused on physical healing tonight for a few different people. And I hope that it helped. I do healing sessions, personal, that could last 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the energy, depending on what I'm feeling when I tap into what you got going on, you know. Are there any questions? Oof, I feel like I need to crack everything in my body for some reason. Any questions? Any questions? I'll wait for a minute or so. And I'll just say I do appreciate you for being here. I appreciate my kitty cat for chilling out finally. She's looking at us though. I honor you. I honor you so much. I honor Cindy and the gang, so much. And everyone that is watching this now and later, just thank you. Thank you for being open minded. Thank you for accepting me and accepting the healing, because um, just thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have so much gratitude right now. All right. So it looks like there are no further questions. And if, later on, if you're watching this and you have some questions, then okay, good. You're welcome. You are so welcome. You're so welcome, Lorraine. I honor you. I honor you. So I'm going to go. Thank you for watching this. And if you have any questions when you watch this later, leave the questions in the chat and I will get to them. But until next Thursday, y'all have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week. And I just thank you so much for being here. And I will see y'all next week. Namaste.